Hey guys, Josh from joshsgardening.blogspot.com. I've been taking pictures of my potato barrel and putting them online, but I never really explained how or what I was doing here. Now you can go on YouTube and find all kinds of videos about potato barrels, potato towers, this and that. So I figured instead of growing them in the ground this year, I'm going to give it a whirl. Supposedly one barrel can give you 40 to 50 pounds of potatoes. I think that's a little overestimated, but I guess we'll find out. So all I did is I took an empty barrel that I use for compost water. I use these barrels all over the place. And in the bottom, I just took some chicken wire and kind of folded it up, mashed it against the bottom. That's just to allow for drainage. And then I have a couple holes drilled on the bottom side of the barrel. And then you can see going around it and up it here, I got little air holes. They just kind of go around the barrel and up. I got 2 rows, 1 on each side, just to give it some airflow down below. I see a lot of people you put a couple inches of dirt in the bottom and then put your seed potato in, just cover it with 1 inch or 2 of dirt. You let it grow up, and when this stuff starts coming up, you just keep burying it. So if I was going to bury this, even though I'm not going to anymore, I'm done with that for this season, I would just cover all these leaves, just bury it up right up to about here, just so that there's 2-3 inches sticking out, and then it will grow up again, and then you put more dirt in, and surprisingly it only takes a few days and you're adding dirt every few days. Now I watch a lot of videos online and people are having bad harvests. I think what it is when you get this barrel too full, that dirt is pretty heavy, so at the bottom it's going to be way too dense down there for any potatoes to grow. So what I did is I stopped about half, maybe 2/3 of the way up. So I've been letting it grow since, and you can see it's growing really good. I couldn't tell you if there's potatoes underneath or not yet. We gotta wait for this to kind of spread out. It'll start getting brown and die off at the end of the season. Then you wait about a week or two and you dump the barrel over and find your potatoes. So we'll see how it goes. I just wanted to explain what this contraption was that I was taking pictures of. I was a little reluctant to take pictures of it, but I figured I might as well show you because that's what I'm doing. So put some drain holes at the bottom. You want to keep this nice and moist. I just water it 2-3 times a day with the rest of the garden. And as you can see, well, maybe you can't see because it's pretty shaded, but there is a nice layer of compost mulch on here too. Just another way to keep the weeds down. Otherwise you get little guys like this that will pop up all over the place. So just a way to try to grow potatoes without putting them in the ground. We'll see if it works. I'll do a video when I do the harvesting. Just wanted to shed some light on what this thing was. So if you want to, give it a whirl. There's a lot of YouTube videos out there. I'm not going to make one on how to set it up. I mean, there's already 100 on there. What's the point of that? Morning. Nice guys walking by. So there you go. Maybe you want to try and start one. Just make sure you got plenty of drainage at the bottom. And when I added the soil, I do a 50-50 compost and soil mix, because potatoes tend to need a lot of nutrients, so you want to keep it highly fertilized. The compost layer on the top too will also help with that. Every time I water, it's going to drag nutrients down to the roots and keep on growing. So there you go. Maybe you want to give it a shot. Maybe you want to wait till mine's done and I'll let you know how it turned out. So check back in, this probably won't be done for at least another month, so we'll see. The video will be there. Come and check it out.